and welcome to this week's Thursday. A year ago this week on the blog, I started a little countdown series to heading back to Nashville to record for the very first time in a lot of years. I don't know how many years it was exactly, but it was a lot. And I thought I would share that with you below because I've sort of been reading it this week, reminiscing about the things I was going through at that time. And boy, it's crazy to think of how many things have changed since then. And yeah, I'm just remembering the amount of doubt I had and worry. You know, is my voice actually going to work when I get there? Am I going to be able to do this? How am I going to manage home life and music at the same time? Is this my only time back to Nashville? And will that be it? And I'll be satisfied? Or is this the start of something new? And yeah, I don't know. It's just funny to go back and see where my head was at that time. And just to be grateful for how far I've come. And I feel like I still have a lot of those same feelings despite having released, you know, a few songs after Pray. This was, I should have prefaced that by saying this was leading up to recording Pray. But yeah, I do still have a lot of doubt, and I do still wonder every time I put out a song, is that it? Are we done now? Have I achieved what I was setting out to achieve, or is there more to do? Am I not finished yet? Can I do this? How do I, you know, juggle everything in my life at the moment? And I think it's just, I know I sound like a broken record because I keep saying this, but it's really just one day and one step at a time. So if you caught my last Thursdate video, you will know that I actually have one more single coming out for 2019, and it's called Questions. I always show the subscribers on my email list the cover art before everybody else gets to see it. So if you're not on the mailing list, you can find that down below as well. So yeah, going back to the blog series, when I spent so many years going back and forth in my mind and, you know, hashing things over with Andrew. Do I do it? Do I leave it? Do I try it again? Do I just let it go? I always thought to myself, boy, if I do ever try it again, I want to keep a record of how it all goes down. And so, you know, looking back and reading it, it's not the best journal of everything that was happening at the time, but I'm really glad that I did take the time to at least weekly sort of write out my feelings and my thoughts. I think it's just a really great thing to have. And sometimes if you struggle with finding things to be grateful for, it's nice to have something like that that's just an obvious reminder, because I don't know about you, but with my busy life, there's often things that I just forget about. So it's nice to go back and think like, wow, here's something I was worried about and it all worked out fine. And it sort of encourages me to deal with future worries that may be coming up. So it's just kind of a neat little thing to have, really. So I am so thankful for Pray. I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to record that song that I had written at that songwriting retreat with Full Circle Music all the way back in April 2018. It was just such a great chance, you know, for me to come there from where I am here, isolated in my somewhat small town. It's just a crazy, amazing story. And it's not lost on me how God has worked so many things for my good. And the response to Pray, of course, has been amazing and continues to move around the world, and new people listening to it all the time. And it's so exciting. So I'm glad that I took that risk despite how nervous I was feeling and out of my league. And yeah, I'm just really glad I went through with that, because recording Pray has ended up opening so many other doors for me to meet other people, work with other people, write other songs, and just really continue the process. So one step at a time, on we go. Okay, I'm going to wrap this episode up for this week. Again, make sure you check out the links down below if you want to take a peek at the single, and I will see you next Thursday.